I'm Margene Fala. I'm president of the College Republicans and one of the planners of Mortgaging the Future presentation.
I'm Sean Long, co-president of College Democrats and another planner of Mortgaging the Future.
So Stan Druckenmiller is going to be the main presenter. He has a PowerPoint presentation. And he's really going to be engaging the audience a lot, and that's basically to explain the issue of generational equity, talk about the issues that are going to affect us. And then after that, Scott Malpass, the Chief Investment Officer, is going to introduce the panel, which is going to include Stan and Jimmy, and also be moderated by economics professor Tim First. And that's really going to be, more of a discussion-based panel, and then they're also going to take questions from the audience, which is going to be a great opportunity for us to engage with the speakers and really get an understanding and some questions answered that we may have.
I mean, the content of this event is really just unparalleled.
Right. Yeah, Stan's one of the most profound speakers on this issue. He's been to many college campuses, so we're honored to be able to host him and Jimmy as well.
Yeah, I mean, just the whole purpose of this is it's millennial-led, so driven by students, but informed by experts. And it's just a way to really spark a dialogue among the students on this campus, our classmates, to talk about these urgent fiscal issues that will affect the next generation of Americans.
We're on a packed house at Washington Hall. Jimmy's on the board. Stan's one of the more, most successful hedge fund managers in the world. So these are two huge speakers, probably two of the biggest that Notre Dame's ever hosted under one roof. So we're trying to get a huge drive. This is really going to be one of the biggest presentations, especially on the topic of generational equity and student-related fiscal issues, mixing really economics and politics into one speech, one presentation. I was talking to Professor Ackerman the other day, and he thinks this is really going to be the marquee event of the decade at Notre Dame, is a quote from him.
Being provocative, sparking a dialogue, sparking a debate among students on our campus. I mean, these are issues, how do we approach the national debt with fairness? How do we tackle entitlements? How do we tackle, your typical third grader will receive 75 cents of every dollar that he or she puts in to Social Security. I mean, this is unsustainable. How do we tackle entitlements? How do we tackle defense? Student loans? I mean, there's just a variety of issues that, will plague the next generation of Americans if we don't. The whole point of the event is to bring students together, not as Democrats and Republicans, but as Americans and college students who are trying to establish a common purpose about tackling these huge issues that will plague the next generation of Americans if we don't act.
So everybody come out to the event. It's going to be great. It's Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Washington Hall. It's Wednesday at 9.